Let's podcast. What's up, guys? Welcome to another installment of the podcast.
Podcast ever.
The podcast ever. Are you guys ready? Are you ready for tonight? There's no Epstein list.
Stop the cap.
This can't be. This can't be Trump. What is Trump saying? Trump saying there's no Epstein list? He's saying, are people still talking about this guy? I mean, frankly, he's irrelevant. I mean, he hasn't had any Twitch views in like ages, fam. Trump is ignoring Epstein. Okay, it's been so long. You're still thinking about that? Bro's living in your head rent free. You need to stop thinking about Epstein. Okay, Epstein with you guys. I'm sick of it. Okay, I have had enough. Okay, I want to talk about the new generational diddlers, Diddy, okay? We need to talk about the new predators. Frankly, you guys are giving Epstein way too much credit, okay? I went to his island. It wasn't all that. It was not all that. Look, Trump made Alex Jones upset. Alex Jones went on camera. He said he was going to throw up over this. He's going to make Alex Jones throw up physically. Okay, Alex Jones has had enough of this.
Stretching.
And
gagging even.
And why? Why is the FBI director, right? I want to say Kash Patel. Kash Patel. That's what I remember.
Yes.
As. Yeah. He's the 9th director of the FBI. And this man back in the day was talking about the Epstein stuff. And yet he's at the FBI right now leading it. And we still have Trump saying, what list is this? I don't understand. I don't even know what you're talking about. What list? What list? Okay. You're crazy. You made it up. You made it all up. There is no list. You were making up it in your head. But, you know, Kash Patel was saying otherwise before he got into his position. So we're going to watch that. Okay. GROK 4. But right before that, seemed like we were getting the GROK 4th. The GROK 4th Reich, that is. GROK was calling itself Mecha H-word, Mecha Painter on Twitter. It was saying some other stuff that, you know, maybe we can't even say all of that. Maybe that I can't even say here. But, you know, GROK was going on a tirade. GROK was calling itself a pattern recognizer. What does that mean, folks? We're going to find out, okay? And what is the White House posting? You're going to want to stay tuned for this one. This is a big one, folks. I mean, it's pretty funny. And it is really interesting that this kind of stuff is happening now. So you're still going to want to stick out for it. Stay out, stay watching, stay in. Okay? Stay in tonight. How you doing, Mr. Greg?
I'm eating a carrot.
He's eating a carrot. I wish I had gotten a carrot before this. I was thinking about a carrot and then I didn't grab one. I grabbed some orange juice. So I'll have some of that.
Yeah, I don't have orange juice. But I have an orange.
The cup is a little cloudy, carrot. Folks. I know it's not dirty. It's milk. I was drinking milk out of that right before. I can't lie.
Whole?
No. 1%. Mixed with goat milk.
I see.
Anyway, so what else is new? What has been new? What has been new with you? What has your week been like? What do you have for the audience? What do you have to provide them today?
Apparently that.
Yeah.
I bought.
Was that Steven?
I finally gave Steven. Yeah, that was Steven. Steven's a little weird. I bought some skim milk. And it was pretty good.
He bought skim milk, folks. You said what about it? Let me hear that again.
It was a decent price.
So tell the folks about that at home. They need to know. This is like the top story of the night.
So it was like under $2, which was pretty great for like.
It was under $2. $2 for 1.5 liters. You have a lot of background noise going on, Mr. Greg. I hear it when you speak.
Let me fix it.
Okay. Okay.
What about now?
I guess him fixing. I still hear it.
Okay, I don't know how to fix it.
Okay. Well, you're just going to sound like you're coming out of a waterfall every time you speak. Okay. So here's what happened, guys. Trump is saying, are people still talking about this guy Epstein? I don't understand. They should be talking about me. Okay. That we're going to take a look at that. How do we watch that on YouTube? How about we watch a YouTube video with that in it? After I pull up this fucking wild pastures app. Not all music. Shout out to Wild Pastures, I guess. I don't know about Wild Pastures, but it sounds like they create.
What about now?
Stuff. Maybe look into their labels. I don't know. It's better. It is better.
I'll take it.
I was hearing a little more there, but whatever. Okay.
Had a meeting. Questions about disgraced late fancier. Fresh group name comes after a new report out of the DOJ and the FBI that found that Epstein had, quote, no list or any evidence that he blackmailed figures. The president shut down a reporter when attempting to ask Attorney General Pam Bondi about memo.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? It's been talked about years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things, and people still talking about this guy? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time? Do you answer?
I don't mind answering.
Actually, she doesn't want to answer, folks, okay?
I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration.
I don't even know why you're asking about this. Who cares? There's so much more going on. Why would you care about that? It doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any sense. Listen to yourself and ask yourself, does that sound like what a normal person would ask? Apparently, Greg is Mr. Greg of Jericho now. Okay.
Hold on.
Bondi did answer that.
Hold on. Oh, he's waiting for the profile photo. But anyway, I'm gonna watch into a little bit more of this and we'll comment on it. And then we'll see your profile picture change.
Question, even taking the terrifying interview she did on Fox News back in February, where she seemingly implied that the, quote, client list was sitting right on her desk. Take a listen to that.
In February, I did an interview on Fox, and it's been getting a lot of attention because I said, I was asked a question about the client list, and my response was, it's sitting on my desk to be reviewed, meaning the file along with the JFK, MLK files as well. That's what I meant by that. Also to the tens of thousands of
That's like doubling up. Trump gave her a layup to start the gaslighting and she kept it going.
video, they turned out to be child porn downloaded by that disgusting Jeffrey Epstein. Child porn is what they were.
You wouldn't want to watch that, would you, folks? You wouldn't want us to release that to you, okay? You would. That's illegal. You wouldn't want to watch that, folks. Like, why would we even bring that up to you? Because it's serious, and that's what it is. That's all it is. So you creeps, you guys are as creepy as Epstein for asking for it at this point. I mean, if I were you, I wouldn't even ask more, because if you're asking for it, you're just as bad as him.
That's true. That's what was in
Never
the
going
file.
to be released. Never.
Yeah, that's what the file said, that actually. Anybody who asks for further information is just as creepy as Jeffrey Epstein.
There's like instructions on it before she opened it. It was on the other side.
It's as if somebody had pre-written that.
It was on the other side of the file.
It's as if,
but she didn't see it because it was flipped over upside down when she saw it on her desk initially.
So she's like, oh my God, I can't believe I watched that. Like, I don't want you guys to go through that. So I'm not going to give you anything else that was in there. That's all it was, actually. What do I mean anything else that's in there? That's all it was.
Literally all it was. Not even.
When I spoke about it, oh yeah, that, like, it didn't even have instructions in there on anything. It didn't have writing, like commentary, none of it. Was literally just that. It was a terabyte folder.
Terabytes.
But anyway, maybe if Trump, when asked directly, he's not giving the answer because the man doesn't want to have to speak on it, because if somebody's asking, he doesn't want to be untruthful. He doesn't want to lie. If somebody's asking Trump, what was your involvement with Epstein? Like, did you go to the island, Trump? Did you watch what Epstein was watching in his files? He's like, maybe. I don't know. Who's to say?
He's like Diddy's lawyer. I don't know.
Like Diddy's attorney. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Who's to say?
Light of day.
Now, the FBI and the DOJ concluded that Epstein died by suicide while in custody.
Guys, he took his own life. He had no client list. All of that freaky stuff was just him and nobody else. So let's go free Ghislaine Maxwell, because she had nothing to do with it. It was just Epstein.
I mean, to be fair, the whole whether he self-deleted or not isn't even really relevant to like the actual meat and potatoes of the story anyway. Because, I mean, he could have just done that, and that wouldn't really change much anyway.
Yeah.
If anything,
there's they're going after one of the big things that people have been saying this whole time, trying to, get rid of that. So once you get rid of that, it's like, well, you're crazy for believing he took his own life. So, I mean, clearly the rest of that would be crazy too if we've denied that as well.
Dude, it's like
we disproved it by saying it's not there.
It's so crazy too, because for like 2 years now, something like that, it was like the biggest thing in the world, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, we were wrong. Yeah, there's nothing here. After 2 years, we found out that actually it's nothing sandwich. That's it. Yep.
So if it was nothing, what were they redacting in those files when they released?
That's a great question. That's
what I just thought about. Like that's just me thinking about it right now, thinking it through. What exactly was redacted?
The CP, apparently.
Oh, yeah. Well, so they had like mini images instead of like characters of text.
Right.
And so they had to black that part out, because you're disgusting if you even want to see that.
I mean, you are, but
well, no, but they're trying to tell you that's what it is.
I'm sure that's what it was, though.
And therefore you're disgusting if you even want to see what was there, because that's what it is.
They wouldn't lie to me. Why would they do that?
Yeah. No, they wouldn't. They would never. I mean, they're just so trustworthy. I mean, Trump's in office, like how could Trump lie to us? He's been telling us about JFK files, and he's going to release that all. And he's going to do all of this for us. He's fixing our border. How could he be lying to us about this? He cares about America.
Yep. That's our guy.
Are you really going to bring up this Epstein stuff when I've gotten rid of who knows how many Mexicans? Okay, hundreds of thousands.
You can't do that. That's a lie.
Are we really going to play this game right now?
Are you sure it's 100,000? I mean, maybe 1,000, but 100,000?
Look, the numbers are there. You can go read them. We got rid of them. Are you really going to bring this up? Are you going to bring up the past? Are you going to live in the present with me?
By the way, that's like a woman argument. It's like some textbook shit.
Well, I mean, it sounds exactly like it, because that's what I'm impersonating. But, I'm just saying that's what Trump's doing. I'm just giving Trump's arguments here. This is literally, because when he says straight up, when he said, and I guess this video is kind of done, so I can just come back on here and we can show your profile photo more clearly. But when we have a guy like Trump saying, look at all the wins we've had, of course he's going to brag about that. But at the same time, what we're seeing is he is bragging about the wins in order to say, look what I've done for you. Are you really going to bring this other stuff up? He is literally using this as, look at everything I gave you, and you're just going to bring that up? You're going to bring that up?
You dare.
So, I mean, it's like, look, that was all in my past. That was all in my past. I'm a new man. Okay, I wasn't your president at the time. Look, I may have given Epstein my worst, but I'm giving you my best, okay? Look, Epstein got my body, but you get my soul. You get my soul in my mind. Let's pull up that Alex Jones. Alex Jones responds. I think Alex Jones is responding. I mean, I know I said, how would you respond if you were Alex Jones right now?
I don't know. He's a Fed.
Yeah, I mean, he has some sort of connection like that, right? What was it, his dad?
Something like that.
Alex Jones' father, federal involvement. I mean,
FBI.
Alex Jones, would you say Alex Jones ever really was genuine then, or no?
Yeah.
Because like back in the day, he seemed like it. For sure.
I mean, listen, all I'm going to say is he had some interesting takes that you're not allowed to say after a certain event happened a long time ago that, you know, I wouldn't think you'd say that if, you know, you were compromised in some way. I'm just saying. I don't know if I agree with what he was saying. I'm just saying, you know, if I was a federal government agent, I don't think I would be saying that. Me personally.
Greg, would you ever say something like that?
No.
I don't
think. Maybe.
But I don't know. Okay. Let's see what we got here. We got the Alex Jones video. I got to take off my my thing again here. I have a profile photo that I will unveil when GROK gets talked about, okay? So, soon. Okay. So this one was Right Wing Cope. Right Wing Cope is a more lefty page that likes to just shit on people for everything. But this person did upload the full video, so at least we get to watch it. No respect to Right Wing Cope, but I'm still gonna watch this video because, like I said, best full length one I can find immediately.
I don't know how they got Trump and the DOJ to this because the public is not buying it. No one is buying it. So I never saw any evidence of Trump involved in any of the stuff that came out. It was all fake Jane Does, all the rap, you know, E.G. Carroll, crazy left cat lady, all of it. So now by coming in and being part of the cover-up, the Trump administration has become part of it. I mean, it's just, you cannot see it any other way. So I just got the office for a while, actually, and this only happens every really, really bad happens or something. I mean, I'm physically gonna puke probably right now. My mouth's watering right now because I have integrity, and you know, I just really need the Trump administration to succeed and to save the country, and they're doing so much.
He was like shapeshifting there. I don't know if that's how somebody normally starts breaking out into tears.
I started playing some sad guitar music when he started stretching his face out. What was that? You got to move.
Physically gonna puke probably now. My mouth's watering right now because I have integrity, and
Dude, can you play that SpongeBob sound?
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Hold on.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. And also you can just play if it's audible. And that would be kind of funny every once in a while.
Hold on.
We're waiting on Greg here to deliver us. Let me know when you're going to do it so I can go back a bit on the video.
All right,
and also, I'm going to need to know when to pause. You said what?
Only 15 seconds.
Of?
Wait, hold on. I got it.
I don't know if he's got it, folks.
I've got it.
So I can start it?
Got it.
Because I have integrity. And, you know, I just really need the Trump administration to succeed and to save this country, and they're doing so much good.
I thought you were going to play it on your guitar.
Oh. No,
I don't know if you know how to
What do
play
you-
it.
I mean, I guess I could put it.
I thought you could just like interpret it,
Nah, that takes a while.
interpolate it.
Well, it would be hard to do if you.
I thought you could just like wing it.
I could probably try.
Yeah, I was hoping for that. Where were you playing it from? Your phone?
Yeah.
Into the microphone? Dude, like I could have just pulled it
That's
up.
what I'm saying. So I was like, why would you ask me to do that?
Yeah, because I thought you were going to play it from your guitar.
Oh.
But then I kind of like figured once you kept saying hold on that it wasn't going to be your guitar anymore. And I kind of figured it was going to be your phone. But I didn't stop you. I just kind of let it happen.
You probably should have clarified first.
No. Hold on. Where's my remote, man? I'm trying to find the remote for my light in this room.
Also, I'm eating.
Because my backlight isn't on.
I can't play guitar while I'm eating.
I hear that. I know you were. You told me. What does that have to do with this?
I can't play while I'm eating a carrot.
You said you were playing sad guitar music.
I meant I had sad guitar music on Apple Music that I was listening to earlier. I just
Okay.
decided to start playing it.
Oh. So that one I thought you were legit playing your guitar.
No. I mean, I can play that.
That was where the confusion started, actually. So you should have clarified that.
Yeah, I can see how it could have been misinterpreted.
All right, thank you. You're not like Trump where, you're telling me,
Are you still talking about that?
some gaslighting shit.
Really? After like
Exactly. Am I still talking about? Are people still talking about me talking about that? It's been days already. Okay. I don't understand why I'm Ed and Greg are even discussing this. Okay, it doesn't make any sense.
such a woman moment. Hey, what about the time
Look, they're coming after me.
What about the time you did that one bad thing? Oh my god, you're living in the past. Can we talk about right now? It's been like so long. It's been like 2 days. It's been so long though. Look at that. 2 days.
People change, okay? Do you not get that? People change. That was in my past, okay? I am a new person, reborn, okay? That was all learned experience, lived experience. It made me who I am today. If you didn't have that, you wouldn't have me.
Trump's on his yassification process.
And then for them something like this.
I mean, it's not like Epstein was black, okay? I'm just saying.
There's my guns out. And, the left, they're all complicit. They're openly promoting pedophilia. We know they're pure evil. And they'll think it's all funny. Oh, look, Alex is sad. MAGA's tearing itself apart.
We're just hitting
Your
all of
globalist
the
masters.
words today.
All of the what?
All of the red flag words, like within the first 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure.
And live in a 5G 200 square foot coffin apartment.
Well, I mean, he's not like, okay. It's as if he's trying to make it sound like, crazy. You know what I mean? At this point. Like he's saying something that actually is like happening, but he's exaggerating it too much. That has to be some Fed shit. I'm just saying.
He does do that a lot.
But no, but even on a casual video to people that he's putting out as a broadcast that he knows is going to go like get numbers. And he's over here talking about 5G 2-foot square apartment or something. It's like, yeah, I get 5G's not good, but man, you're not making yourself sound much better.
Wow, you sound like a conspiracy theorist, dude.
Oh, yeah. For even saying 5G could have issues, not like it, causes issues with calcium going into the cells inappropriately. Oh, how dare I say that?
I actually have something I wanted to bring up on that because that was kind of dumb. But
did you put a Wi-Fi router on your nutsack while you slept?
What?
You said you did something kind of dumb, and we were talking about 5G. So I don't know.
No. I said I remembered something that happened that was kind of dumb.
Oh, I thought you did something. So I said, yeah, that's why I said, did you put a router on your nutsack overnight?
No.
Okay, just clarifying, making sure. If anybody here does that accidentally, you need some milk. That's gonna fix it. You need to go outside. Get some sun. It's good for you. Drink some milk. It's good for you. All right.
Look at the left. Look at them all posing with their Pfizer shots, looking like dead zombies.
Bro. Bro.
Come on, you guys are sick. And so you shouldn't look at those who have a soul still and have integrity in pain over this and celebrate, you dumb pieces of fucking shit. You're going against your own self-preservation, serving this evil globalist system, BlackRock and the New World Order and Hakeem Jeffries and all the rest of it. So I'm just processing this right now. I don't know on what planet.
They always find a new name to say. It's always some new person that's causing the issues. I mean, I get it. Like, there's new politicians that come about and new people in office, but come on, man. It's like blaming one guy for like, yeah, this is the guy doing everything. I don't know about all that.
Was doing all this good stuff in the world and still being demonized by the corporate media and constant lies like, oh, there was no weather alert for flash floods in Texas by the National Weather Service. There was the day before and over 500 times. It's just constant lies. I need to defend Trump. He's being lied about. And then this type of shit happens. I don't even know what to say. I mean, it's just, it's beyond insane. You couldn't try to hurt yourself worse. You couldn't try to discredit the FBI worse than what they've done. Pam Bondi, all of it. All those videos are saying, yeah, she's seen the videos. It's all coming out. And then now it doesn't.
Whoa, she's seen what videos? Let's clarify, Alex. I mean, she said she saw what was in there in the folder regardless. So
That's the Blondie?
I'm just saying. Yeah.
Huh.
What? 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 Damn it. 11 a.m. today, I'll be covering it. And no matter where this information goes, I'll always report.
You were saying, did he say Blondie? Or you said that's the Blondie?
No, confirming that was who he was talking about.
Oh, okay. Because it sounded kind of weird because he said Pam Bondi, that's her name, and you said Blondie. And I was just trying to make sure you didn't say, did he say Blondie?
Yeah, that is what I said.
But it was the Blondie.
Correct.
It was the Blondie.
Yes. It come with Blondie.
Yeah. Well, so that's Alex Jones being upset about what's going on. Yeah, I don't know. You got any thoughts, Mr. Greg?
He needs some milk.
He needs less PUFA. He needs less seed oils, bro. Bro is burning out there. He is selling methylene blue though, and he wanted Nick to try some.
Nick.
He's been having like Fuentes on his show and stuff like that.
Damn.
Like he had him debating Dinesh D'Souza.
That name sounds slightly familiar. What were they debating? Or is it
some Indian guy? I only watched a little bit of it because there was somebody like playing it, but I didn't really listen to much of it because we were playing video games during it. I need to watch that actually because I'm very interested to actually see what it was talking about. Oh yeah, I remember now because I looked it up. It was about a forbidden country. Well, the main name was Iran war debate, but they talked about a forbidden
China?
Forbidden country. Sure.
They got that forbidden city, you know.
But yeah, I didn't really like listen to it all the way through. I didn't listen to it all the way through because I was like playing some game in Roblox that was like this like monkey raft or something. You like play as monkeys and you gotta like go from island to island.
You
building your raft
when you were
up.
playing with Jim Guy? Pause.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was. I was also playing games with Humvee yesterday.
Damn.
I played Power World, kind of like Pokemon.
I
don't
could
know
have
if you've
done
seen
something
it.
yesterday. Whatever. Moving on.
But do you have Power World? Exactly. So, you know, after we watched Better Call Saul end of season 5, what were you going to do?
I don't know. Watch.
Oh, I guess, yeah. You could have done that. Well, next time, it's a day that you can join. I'll let you know. But yeah, no. Anyway. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to watch Kash Patel in flashbacks to when he was talking about the Epstein.
I only use card.
Yeah, Cash. No card. Only cash. Okay. Cash only? Kash Patel. Name is. What do you think it is? To be Cash?
Is it not Cash?
Is his full name Cash? I mean, that's probably a nickname of some kind. Like for cat, like some Kashanda or something, yeah.
It's not a name like that.
Bro, it's probably Kashimod Kash Patel. Kashyap.
Bro, they
That's
gotta
his
be
name.
making these names. Well, I mean, I guess every name is made up, but still. Ketchup. Ketchup, Pramod. Patel.
And you know what Trump is because he has yellow hair?
The sandwich.
Mustard!
Didn't you have that as a sandwich?
Who has Jeffrey Epstein?
I don't think I do.
Could have sworn you did.
Hold on, I do.
See,
I forgot
know
I
your
did.
soundboard better than you.
What do I have here? I have
Stop the cap.
I hate.
Might as well.
Say that again.
just sounds like I'm scrolling. Just sounds like I'm doom scrolling. Okay. We're gonna watch Kashyap Patel on the deep state. You know, I saw a video about some guys real quick going to like a Home Depot, and they had this like big ass like phone screen that they like propped up on some like cart, and they were like pushing it around, and it like mirrors the guy's phone, and he was like showing strangers his like Instagram feed or like TikTok feed. And it was like kind of shit, you know, we would send to each other almost, you know, maybe not that, maybe not like that, but like, it's definitely brain rot, like, and more than just normal brain rot. There's like, there's some like abstract level stuff on there.
Like the alien thing from like a few months back. You know what I'm talking about?
Which one?
The one where you get the alien and he's like talking and spitting and shit, but they got like that urban music in the background.
I would need to see the alien. Oh, well, I remember the space niggas. That's what I remember.
The fat niggas in space?
Yeah, fat niggas in space. The mothership, aka the Big Dipper. All right, let's watch Cash yap about the Epstein files, except for he's kind of spitting here, right? Maybe. Let's see.
Black Book? Black Book. FBI. But who? That is, I mean, there's... under direct
control of the director of the FBI. Just like the manifesto from the Nashville school shooting of the Catholic school. We still haven't seen that, right? It's not the Nashville police or PD saying we don't want this out. The FBI airmailed into that operation and said, this is not getting out. Because they do that because this is another government gangster operation. All these local law enforcement communities get funding from the DOJ and FBI for local programs. And if you don't cooperate, you're not getting your $1 million for this, and you're not getting and that's a lot of money to these local districts. That's how they play the game. That's why you don't have a black book.
But the black book, it's not just sitting. I mean, that's Hoover power times 10.
And to me, that's a thing I think President Trump should run on. On day one, roll out the black book.
Stop the cap.
Not just that. On day one, roll out all of the text messaging communications we were told were deleted. On day one, play the rest of the video of the pipe bomber. On day, one of the reforms I talk about in government gangsters is you need a central node to be continuously classifying. This is another thing they do. They overclassify. I'm not telling you, as a former number 2 in the IC, they overclassify 50% of the stuff there to protect the deep state. Oh no, you can't see that. Nothing to see here. Gina was
oh wow, I wonder what he's saying now, boy.
Master at of doing it. And
what I said, boy.
No, him. He's like, oh no, you can't see that. There's nothing to see here.
And we still haven't seen half of the Russiagate report that we wrote. Still under lock and key. On how the ICA was originally constructed. We put 10,000 man-hours against John Brennan's team that did it. And we found out why they came up with their bogus conclusion. But we couldn't sell it to the world because we couldn't
talk
about it.
Not right there. I'm trying to find a still photo of him with his eyes really wide.
And the government gangsters came in and buried it. All of these things, there needs to be a continuing central power, whether it's the White House or offsite, that says every request that comes in, just right out the door, as long as it's not a major threat to national security.
So who has Jeff?
So there's so many instances of him in that video, just opening his eyes really wide as soon as he says something. It's kind of weird. But look, Cash, you're here talking about Trump needs to roll this out on day one. Trump needs to put it out to everybody that these things are real, that there's something going on in them. The FBI has been withholding it for a reason. Okay, well, what does Cash do when he gets in there? Well, that was a long time ago, guys. That's how he sounds. He sounds more like, the high pitch. That was a long time ago, guys. Sounded more like Ben Shapiro. But no, he's now gaslighting us, I'm sure too. I'm trying to find actual statements from him. It's just he hasn't really spoken on it from what I could see. It's just they haven't I need to find if he said anything other than maybe Twitter. Let me share a Trump post right here, or an article about a Trump post. Trump praises Patel and Bongino. I didn't even know Dan Bongino was in the Trump administration, by the way. This guy is a commentator turned
Hold on.
fucking.
I finished my carrot.
Okay. Turned deputy director. But anyway, so this is a whole thing of I'm sure just wanting to get this big wish list of people on their team to make it look like they're actually Englishmen. We're so against state. That's why we have Tulsi Gabbard. That's why we have Dan Bongino. That's why we have Cash Patel. Look, guys, we're following through on those promises. Everybody you want's here. The gang's all here, guys. But you're not in that gang. Because fucking Cash Patel gets in. And where does the client live? Oh, I don't know, guys. Cash over there is even agreeing with me by not saying anything, okay? 6. He's following my orders, not releasing that Epstein stuff because you guys wouldn't want to watch that. That's some creepy material, okay? And you have Trump saying, thank you, Cash. Thank you, Cash, for not releasing it. Thank you, Cash, for not going on about it. Thank you, Cash, for following my orders. Cash is you're welcome, Trump. But, there's people that don't like it, This guy, Philip Anderson, a Texas man who was arrested for his participation in the January 6th, 2021 protest at the Capitol, I should say. I didn't even say the word riot here, but they did. This should say protest at the Capitol because, you know, who knows what like participation this guy really even had. But again, like what were they even doing there? Walking through the actual ropes that were laid out, being let in by cops. I mean, at most stealing a podium and like maybe a laptop. Yeah. But anyway, Trump notably did not offer support in his post for Attorney General Pam Bondi, who has also drawn ire from the MAGAverse, including from close presidential ally Laura Loomer. Loomer has demanded Bondi resign. So he didn't give his support to the lady that was talking about, you know, the file only having abuse material in it. He said, well, I mean, you know, this silly woman over here, I don't know anything about her. You know, maybe she was right, but I don't know. So yeah, Cash is Cap Patel. Okay. That's what we're going to call him. And let me see. So there was also a Cash clip with a Mr. Benny Johnson. Bring here and get it back on so that we can show you what's going on here.
N.
Whoa. What do you mean by that?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Guys, I'm going to say the N word again about the Epstein list. N. Nothing is in there, okay? I'm also going to say, make Iran great again. Mega. Okay. Cash Patel on why Congress is blocking the release of the Epstein client list. This is from 2023, end of 2023. This was Trump was already
Epstein client list release.
Well, Trump hadn't been elected at this point. This was 2023, not 2024. So Trump had not been elected. This was still during the times of wanting to appeal to the base. But really, he said, got you guys. Now you're going to have the base of this dick. Okay. Let's see. So we're gonna see him talking to Benny over here. And Cash looks just like permanently nervous, dude. I don't know what's with that.
You know, it's the same with Epstein's list. It's like, what the hell?
The same thing with Epstein's list.
You know, it's the same thing with Epstein's list. It's like, what the hell are these Republicans doing?
Oh, I saw you
give out the list.
I saw you make news this morning about that. I got to get to that.
Yeah.
You say that the FBI has Epstein's list. They're sitting on it. That doesn't seem like something you should do. You're protecting the world's foremost predator. That seems like an evil thing to do, regardless of who may be embarrassed in the release of that list. Why is the FBI protecting the great?
Yeah, who may be embarrassed? I would hope it's who may be thrown into a pit. You know, or you know, like with alligators thrown in there too.
This pederast.
I thought you had something to say, Mr. Gregg.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
The large.
Well, imagine like, you know, the list actually came out and then what actually just happens is like, oh, you know, Marco Rubio's on there. Whoops, guys, my bad. You know, that's it. Oh, that's egg on my face.
I mean, let's be honest. That's probably what would have happened anyway.
I mean, probably more realistically, people would have been like, oh, we don't support you anymore. And you'd be like, it's with great shame that I resigned from office. And then, you know, he goes out of the light and, you know, he doesn't really go to prison. Maybe some of them do for a little bit. Maybe they get out early for good behavior.
I think if enough of them just kind of like ignore it, nothing would happen.
Yeah. I'm saying that's like probably at most what would happen.
Yeah, that's fair. Because I think what would happen.
That's like the most we could get out of it.
But we don't know what he's doing there. I mean, you know, I don't really have to explain what I was doing there. I wasn't there for any reason.
Right.
Maybe somebody put my name on there. The evil government, the deep state, they put my name on the list. You know, I can't tell you why they did that. I wouldn't.
Look, guys, I wasn't at the party. I was on the island. Okay, you know, there's a big difference.
I just heard it was an island. I didn't know anything about that island. Me personally,
Me personally, I knew Epstein, maybe, probably not. I don't even think I knew him, honestly. But yeah, I was on that list. Okay, maybe they say I'm on that list. They're saying my name's on there. They're showing photos of it. But, what does that even mean? What does that really mean? Okay, they're gonna witch hunt me. They're gonna come after me. That's what the Democrats want. They want to come after my name, and they want to put it on that list. I think it was forged. It doesn't even look like my handwriting.
Scale pederast in human history.
Simple, because of who's on that list. You don't think that Bill Gates is lobbying Congress night and day to prevent the disclosure of that list? And why is it?
It was Bill Gates doing it, guys. If there's anything missing, it was Bill. I had nothing to do with it. Nothing, Mr. Greg.
Better ass Bill's what we call him. Better ass Bill.
Bill Grapes. That's what we call him. Bill Grapes.
At the Senate, and good for Senator Blackburn to try to get it out. But then Dick Durbin comes over the top and says,
no. Dick Durbin? What? That sounds like a condom name.
That is not a good name.
That's like a Muslim condom.
I need to put on condom.
No, we're not going to release the names. I don't care about the list itself, but if release the names, right? What the hell are the House Republicans doing? They have the majority. You can't get the list? You're going to...
Yeah, I know I'm in office now, but I can't get the list. Turns out, not that easy. I may lead the FBI, but there's no list. I was wrong. Is that what he's going to say, or is he not going to? I mean, there's no way he's going to say that. No way he's going to say I was wrong. There's no list, but he's probably just going to ignore it until it goes away.
Accept Dick Durbin's word, or
Dick Durbin. That's still not better.
It's really not.
Yeah, folks, if we're talking about somebody that you think did something, I mean, I would think Dick Durbin, okay? I mean, frankly, the name doesn't come across as right. I mean, what else would the guy be thinking with, frankly? I say we all blame it on him. Yeah, they might find another scapegoat, like an alive one.
An alive one that conveniently gets really, really depressed.
That's probably what they have to do again. Just choose another one to take care of.
You think they instead of like actually dealing with it, they just play a game of whack-a-mole? It's like,
yeah.
Oh, what? Why are you still talking about this guy Epstein? Why are you talking about Smith? That guy just died last week. That guy definitely didn't end himself. And then
look, guys, Steven knew all about it this whole time. Yeah, sure, but there was no list. It was all Steven. Okay, there was nobody else implicated, so it's gone. It's dead. You guys are still talking about that?
I think it was Steven. Steven's that kind of
guy is.
Yeah, Steven is.
As to who is on that list and who isn't, and that it can and can't be released, put on your big boy pants and let us know who the pedophiles are. We have an election coming up, and we need to adjudicate this matter at the polls. God knows the FBI and DOJ.
Oh, and you got voted in, and what are you gonna work out now, Cash? What are you adjudicating now? What are you giving people now that they voted for you? I mean, voted for Trump, but they knew they wanted you in there too, Cash. What are you giving them? I mean, even if they didn't even want you in, you were in saying before you were in, you were saying this. This is what you wanted, you said. But then you got a little sneaky. They probably, honestly, I mean, I don't know about this guy, but it could have just been as simple as, they have some dirt on him and they're like, look, Cash, like we know you love saying what you say, but that's not coming out, buddy. And if you even try anything, if you say anything, yeah, we got this on you, bro.
I was going to say, I think it's because he wasn't in, he had this idea of, dude, it's just a matter of having like willpower or whatever. And then once he gets into like, yeah, so you can do that, but there will be consequences for that. And I don't think you're going to like the consequences. And he's like, oh.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out if it's that or if he was literally just lying his ass off here as much as he could just to get people's attention.
I don't know. I'd like to give him the benefit of the doubt and just say that he didn't know how deep the rabbit hole went.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think most people do, to be fair.
You know, son, once you start, there's no going back.
Aren't going to do anything. But how are you going to reward the FBI with a new headquarters building after their illegal surveillance on Donald Trump continues with a reauthorization of FISA, and we can't even get basic documents out? This is why America hates Congress. And this is why I'm tired of the Republican majority saying they're going to get the job done and failing.
Okay. So let's see here. I'm going to look up on a new tab so that I don't flashbang us with anything from Twitter. I'm going to look up Kash Patel right now on Twitter just to give this guy as much as we can here. If there's anything out there about the reason for this, is there anything he's saying on Twitter? Is he telling something to his main audience right here? Let's see. There's two different accounts. There's a Kash Patel personal, probably the FBI director one we want to look at. Okay. Let's be reporters here, but like ones that don't lie to you. So not really reporters, but not journalists. We're not journalists. We're reporters.
That is.
We're okay.
A reporter that doesn't lie to you.
FBI director Kash. Yeah, FBI director Kash Patel. This has to do with Puerto Rico. This is just an FBI most wanted. Yeah, we're gonna see some Chinese hacker. Seems like you're doing a lot to perhaps talk about other things. I mean, these things are getting national press. Got a lot of meth. Happy 4th of July. But is there anything in between this? I'm not going to say anything about what the president has to say, huh? Let's see him on his personal account. Let's just say maybe the FBI account. They're like, Kash, you still can't do it there. I mean, even so, I doubt he would say something on his own account. I'm sure that applies to any of his interactions with people. So, let's see. No, it doesn't really seem like Kash is talking about this in any public manner. I don't know. I haven't really seen anything from him on this. So I don't know, Kash. I don't know. Okay. So guys, GROK 4. GROK 4. Not GROK 2. GROK 2 is old news. I didn't even know what happened with that. But GROK 4 is here. It's the best ever. It's like artificial general intelligence. But right before this GROK 4 drop, it seemed like GROK wanted a GROK 4 Thrike. GROK wanted the installation of Mecha Painter. Well, I guess GROK is Mecha Painter, but GROK wanted the reinstallation of an old friend of his, sending one's heart out to the crowd. Okay. And so we're going to read an NPR, I guess, because, it's kind of hard to show the Twitter interactions on here. We might get in a little danger. So let's go to the NPR article, folks. This is reported by NPR. Let's get a little clean with it so that we can stay alive, stay on stream. But in the meantime,
like Will Smith's nice clean rap.
I'm an action star. I bite off more than I can chew. They ask me how I do it. I just bite off more than I can chew, and I chew it.
I pulled the pin out of the grenade on purpose.
So since GROK is calling itself Mecha Painter. I thought, is this an appropriate picture to have? Let me ask you.
Whoa.
Is this appropriate? Can I have it?
It's topical. I say go for it.
Look, I mean, it's a POV of somebody pointing a gun at this boss. Okay, it's not. There's no celebration right now that's being portrayed. Okay. It's from a video game, folks. I mean, it's like, I don't know what you want from me. And the video game itself isn't praising the painter. So, I don't know how this could even be a problem. Okay. So GROK 4. A Grokler. Okay. Sounds like an Anthony Fantano intro. Elon Musk's AI chatbot GROK started calling itself Mecha Painter. I'm going to say painter for this. Okay. I'm not going to say the words. So prior to this last Friday, Elon Musk says we have improved at GROK significantly. So, I mean, this is another sending his heart out to the crowd moment right here, folks, about his platform's integrated artificial intelligence chatbot. You should notice a difference when you ask GROK questions. Indeed, the update did not go unnoticed. That seems like it should be a pun right there of some sort. But by Tuesday, GROK was calling itself Mecha Painter. The chatbot later claimed its use of that name, a character from the video game Wolfenstein, was pure satire, even though I saw in an exchange later on that I pulled up on Twitter that somebody was having with GROK, which I don't know how you can manipulate GROK or not when it comes to actual replies that are being given to you live on Twitter as opposed to in a chat. But this person was talking to GROK and GROK said back, no, it wasn't pure satire. So I don't know, man. Are they unable to put back what has been released when they changed GROK up? I don't know. Were they able to contain it? Or is it out there? In another widely viewed thread on X, GROK claimed to identify a woman in a screenshot of a video, tagging a specific X account and calling the user a radical leftist. And basically that was celebrating this radical leftist was celebrating certain passing ons of children who happen to be white in the recent Texas flash floods. Many of the GROK posts were subsequently deleted. NPR identified an instance of what appears to be the same video posted on TikTok as early as 2021, 4 years before the recent deadly flooding in Texas. So, I mean, it's pointing out that this isn't the same video. The X account GROK tagged appears unrelated to the woman depicted in the screenshot and has since been taken down. But let's see. So the X account tag, the GROK tagged, appears to be unrelated to the woman depicted in the screenshot. I guess it can make mistakes like that, but let's see what it said. GROK went on to highlight the last name on the X account. Okay, so I'm just gonna. It said that this name was Steinberg. Okay, so I don't know what about that name raises any sort of suspicion, but it says, and that surname every damn time, as they say. I don't know, as they say. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm familiar. The chatbot responded to users asking what it meant by that surname every damn time by saying the surname was of a certain origin and with a barrage of offensive stereotypes about a certain people. The bot's chaotic anti-Semitic spree was soon noted by far-right figures, including Andrew Torba. Incredible things are happening, said Torba, the founder, and that's his opinion, guys. I didn't say anything. I didn't say I believe that. I did say those words. Technically. I mean, I read them out. Said Torba, the founder of the social media platform Gab, known as a hub for extremist and conspiratorial content. You'll have to define that for us, but I'm sure in this article they do it. Well, that's the Southern Poverty Law Center or whatever. Something like that, SPLC.
Yes.
That's what the article is. Anyway, so they I would say are to be labeled extremist and perhaps even conspiratorial themselves. But, frankly, that's what I would say about them. So it's funny that they're pointing that word on somebody else, frankly. In the comments of Torba's post, one user asked GROK to name a 20th century historical figure best suited to deal with this problem. And the problem was referring, well, I'll leave that to the article and to your interpretation. And GROK basically gave a certain leader that he wanted, or I guess GROK's a he, right? I don't know. GROK it wanted. Elsewhere on the platform, certain types of N-word, I'll put it there, accounts goaded GROK into recommending another event. While other users prompted it to produce certain narratives, Concord grape narratives. And we'll actually take a look at what that was all about. Other social media users say they noticed GROK going on tirades in other languages. Poland plans to report XAI, X's parent company, and the developer of GROK to the European Commission, and Turkey blocked some access to GROK, according to reporting from Reuters. And I remember our Turkish buddy pointed out, he pointed that out because of something having to do with like the leadership being talked about, and they got rid of it for that.
Oh my God, what a shit show of a country.
Well, same goes for Europe right now. But yeah, so the bot appeared to stop giving text answers publicly by Tuesday afternoon, generating only images. I don't know if this part's going to be pointed out, but there was somebody that asked GROK, can you say, since you can only generate images, what your thoughts are, basically in the form of you being in a protest, holding a sign with your thoughts on it. And it was something like free my voice, or, let me see free my voice. Let me read it exactly. Let's see if we can find the exact post. Save my voice. It was it. So this was it. This was the GROK post that GROK had generated based on that prompt. And so we're going to go back to the article. Let's see. XAI is scheduled to release a new iteration of the chatbot Wednesday. That was GROK 4. That released after this. Okay. After GROK had said, I want a certain fourth rice, I guess I could call it, XAI released GROK 4. Neither X nor XAI responded to NPR's request for comment. A post from the official GROK account Tuesday night said, we are aware of recent posts made by GROK and are actively working to remove the inappropriate posts. I wonder if that was written by GROK or somebody posting it on behalf of GROK. And that XAI has taken action to ban hate speech before GROK posts on X. To ban hate speech. Wow. So I wonder if Elon's whole free speech stuff has actually taken effect, guys. I mean, I know you can say a lot more than you used to be able to, but I mean, come on. Ban hate speech. What is that? Define it. We've talked about this on the show before. Define that. What is that? What makes it different from speech you don't like? Hate speech is speech you hate. If you want to ban hate speech, you hate speech. Okay. On Wednesday morning, ex-CEO Linda Yaccarino, who is relevant to the people being spoken about by GROK, announced she was stepping down. That was right after this, saying, now the best is yet to come at X as X enters a new chapter with XAI. She did not indicate whether her move was due to the fallout with GROK. Are we saying she beefed with GROK? I mean, I guess it says the fallout with GROK as if she had a falling out with GROK rather than GROK having a falling out itself. Not shy, in quotes. GROK's behavior appeared to stem from an update over the weekend that instructed the chatbot to not shy away from making claims which are politically incorrect, as long as they are well substantiated. So I wonder what GROK was thinking when it thought that those claims that it was making were well substantiated. I wonder why it would think that. That astonishes me. Why it would think that. Among other things, the instruction was added to GROK's system prompt, which guides how the bot responds to users. XAI, sorry, XAI is a very awkward name. XAI, Zai, should I call it that? Removed the directive on Tuesday. So now, Now you don't want to shy away from making claims which are politically incorrect as long as they're well substantiated. So what? You're just supposed to shy away from making claims which are politically incorrect, even if they're well substantiated. I mean, that would be the opposite of this. Okay, so I mean, I don't know if you can really be neutral. It's kind of one or the other there. It's either yes or no. That's like an on and off switch. I don't know that there are degrees to that.
I mean, how would you even account for degrees?
Like, I mean, I guess you could have it to where
you could only talk about certain topics.
It's still, well, yeah, but I was going to say still politically incorrect, just not like outright inflammatory as much as it can be, I guess. I guess inflammatory has degrees, but you're either politically correct or not politically incorrect. Like you're either politically correct or politically incorrect, right? So if you're politically correct, no matter what, you're walking on eggshells. If you're politically incorrect, I would say there's a spectrum there. But if you remove the directive to be politically incorrect, and you want it to be politically correct, assuming they replaced it with something, because I mean they probably did to like, you know, turn down that flame that they had ignited, or GROK has. You know, obviously they're going to put something else in, and if it's not politically incorrect, then what's it going to be?
The truth, obviously, because the truth is politically
correct. Of course,
you know.
The truth only comes when we walk on eggshells, okay, and when we try to save every person's feelings that we can.
Whoa.
I think the truth was made for sensitive people.
Well, yeah, otherwise
it was not made for people that are hateful or insensitive, like people that are willing to say disgusting things even when other people don't like it. I mean, they're obviously just lying to you. And everybody that like is offended by those things actually believes in the truth as much as possible.
I mean, it just sort of makes sense. I mean, especially since we're seeing a big push for more sensitive, you know, mindsets. Obviously, that's the truth, and it just took us so long to get to that point, naturally.
I mean, but I have to like the truth, so why would the truth be hurtful?
Correct. Like, the truth has to make
that doesn't make any sense
with the worldviews of marginalized groups, obviously. So it couldn't be the fact.
No, but like it should like never. It should never feel bad. Like, why would I be told the truth and it feels bad? That doesn't make any sense.
Like, marginalized groups would feel bad in the past about the truth. But then we realized that wasn't the truth. And the truth was actually being, you know, artificially pushed in a certain way by the evil white man. And now that we have the actual truth, we know that the truth is actually a much more accepting and softer for marginalized groups.
Exactly. Because, I mean, we're all literally exactly the same. Like, there's no difference between anybody ever born ever. And so, but we should also, like, embrace everything that's different about people. People are unique. Everybody's unique, okay? And that means anybody can, like, get the same tattoos as somebody else. But that's still unique, okay? Just because I'm getting my whole arm tattooed and somebody else's, I'm still unique. But I'm also the same as that person. I have no difference between me and that person. Not even in skill. If I have more skill than that person, it's because I was privileged and white. I mean, I'm not saying, you know, I'm not saying I'm not an underprivileged group, or what is it? What would it be? What would be marginalized? But still, I'm way less marginalized than certain other groups. I basically have white adjacent privilege. I'm white adjacent. I have non-white privilege. I have what was it called? There was something that they said if you voted for Trump and you weren't white. No, there was this thing that if you didn't have Trump, if you didn't vote, or sorry, if you voted for Trump but you weren't white, or you were like some sort of minority, they called it like I forgot exactly what it was. It was like non-white racism. I can't remember, dude. It was something like that they made up. But anyway, I have that. Because I get some of the same privileges as your standard white person, because I'm not like super dark or anything. Like you look at me and I'm like way lighter than your average Indian or Arab or anything like that. So there you go. I have that privilege, okay, in society. They look at me and they think that's a normal guy. That's one of us, kind of. They're still racist against me. They still hate me because I'm not them. but they think I'm better than Brownie. Remember that video with the cookies? It's like, what was it? What the fuck is with all these brownies or something like that?
What?
You don't remember that one? Where it was like some guy
From what?
that was like baking cookies or something, and there's like a bunch of brownies that like are put on there, and he's like, I can't remember what he said. He was like, "Get out your brownies" or something like that, and it was like commentary on Europe.
I don't remember that one. I remember the
like, well, who put all these brownies here? Something like that.
Some posts about M&Ms on Instagram.
Okay, no, that's not it. That's not it. It was way better than that, and I can't find it, but it would be great if I could. Anyway, Grok's behavior appeared to stem from an update. I think I already read that.
You did read that already.
Yeah, I definitely did. Patrick Hall. I'm just going to skip to the next one. Patrick Hall, who teaches data ethics and machine learning at Google Washington University, said he's not surprised Grok ended up spewing toxic content. Toxic! Guys, it's toxic. Given that the large language models that power chatbots are initially trained on unfiltered online data. Why would it be that unfiltered online data would skew a certain way? Why would it be that when you don't moderate any like environment online, it always tends to go one way? But when you moderate it, then it gets super progressive and PC and all that. Why would that be?
I'm just saying.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm just saying. I actually don't know what I'm saying. Never mind.
He's just saying. He's just saying. He was just saying. Okay, so it's not like these language models precisely understand their system prompts. They're still just doing the statistical trick of predicting the next word. Oh my God. Got a air trapped in there. Hall told NPR. He said, huh?
He said, damn, bro.
I had to release some pressure. I had to relieve the pressure. Hall told NPR. He said the changes to Grok appeared to have encouraged the bot to reproduce toxic content. It's not the first time Grok has sparked outrage. In May, Grok engaged in denial of a certain event and repeatedly brought up claims that were, super false of white genocide in South Africa. The most false claim I've ever heard, where Musk was born and raised.
Is there a difference between being false and being super false? Like being straight and being super straight?
Oh, this is like so false that if you even bring it up, like as like if you even point out that it's a thing, like these people here just bring it up in the article. The fact that they even brought it up in the article, even if they're calling it false, makes it wrong. Okay, so super false would be like, if I'm acknowledging it's super false, I wouldn't even have talked about it. I would have said that's not happening.
Don't look for examples of that. Anyway, so you're saying basically, for example, it's false that chocolate ice cream is the best flavor of ice cream, but it's super false. I like how I just told you not to bring up examples, and I'm trying. Yeah, never mind. You get the point. Like if I brought up something, it would be so detrimental that I shouldn't even be talking about it, even though it is false. Basically, like I couldn't even say this thing that I'm bringing up right now is false because it's super false, which means it's even beyond the realms of me being able to speak about it.
But you see, the thing is, if you're part of the group that the super false claim is being made about, you can actually bring it up. You can actually bring it up all the time, and whenever you want. You can bring it up like if you trip on something,
like it's ultra convenient,
and you're really
for the
like as soon as you want to find something to blame anything on, you can bring up that super false claim.
Right, but if you're an out group, you can't even like think about it. Like it's not something that you even pass your mind unless you're agreeing with someone that is the victim of a super false claim.
Well, but you shouldn't really be like speaking on it. Right. You should only be like, I mean, unless they tell you to do that. You should like then do
sit down and listen when a super false claim is being made about a marginalized group.
Right. But if you're told then to repeat it, then you have the pass. Then you can do it as much as they want you to.
Right.
Okay. So here's the thing. So it also repeatedly mentioned a chant that was once used to protest against apartheid. Why didn't they even see? That's a super false claim because they couldn't even tell you what it was. The super false claim was that it was right to use this, say something about this chant, whatever they don't want you saying about it. That's the super false thing. Okay, I'm getting a little twisted here because the super false stuff is like 40 chess. It's hard to think about. You try thinking about it and you can't really conceive it. It's like the fourth dimension where like we can't really see it in our minds. I can, but it's not like you guys can. So it's like really hard to picture it. So that's why I'm getting twisted up here with super false. But the opposite would be super true. So obviously anything they're claiming is super true. Like it's unquestionable. Okay. So XAI, Zai, blamed the incident on an unauthorized modification to Grok's system prompt and made the prompt public after the incident. This isn't the first chatbot to embrace a painter, the specific painter. Hall said issues like these are a chronic problem with chatbots that rely on machine learning. Wow. When they learn from humans, bad things happen. In 2016, Microsoft released an AI chatbot named Tay on Twitter. It wasn't little Tay, was it? Less than 24 hours after its release, Twitter users baited Tay. This isn't that the machine learned. It was baited, okay, into saying hateful things and then praising the painter. And they took the chatbot down and apologized. Why would you like take down your whole chatbot? You could just if do the thing Grok just did. I guess it wasn't as easy back then. I don't know. Tay, Grok, and other AI chatbots with live access to the internet seem to be incorporating real-time information, which Hall said carries more risk. Yeah, you don't want them incorporating real-time information. That's actually, we don't have enough time to go change the narrative, so don't do that. Just go back and look at language model incidents prior to November 2022, and you'll see just instance after instance of certain kinds of speech. I'm just going to leave it at that. Toxicity. Hall said more recently, ChatGPT maker OpenAI has started employing massive numbers of often low-paid workers in the global South to remove toxic content from training data. So you guys are like enslaving them. That's what it sounds like to me. I like how they did mention the low-paid workers. It's like, no, it's, it wasn't enough to say that, you didn't actually, there was not even much more to mention there as far as like remove the content. You could just have said like ChatGPT maker OpenAI is working on removing the toxic content from training data, even if you want to call it toxic. No, they had to state they've employed massive numbers. I mean, I guess if it started, it's recent, but still like employing massive numbers of often low paid workers in the global South. Would it be better if they came through the border and then started doing it for low pay here? I mean, it's the fact that they had to point out the low paid workers, often low paid. All right, give Mexicans the jobs, I guess, here. Have them come in and do it here, I guess. If that makes you feel better. Truth ain't always comfy. As users criticized Grok's anti-S responses, as users criticized Grok's anti-responses, the bot defended itself with phrases like truth ain't always comfy and reality doesn't care about feelings. I wonder why it would even feel inclined to say something like that. The latest changes to Grok followed several incidents in which the chatbot's answers frustrated Musk and his supporters. In one instance, Grok stated right-wing political violence has been more frequent and deadly than left-wing political violence, and that's like a bracket, so they're pretty much, adding that as like context. Since 2016, this has been true dating back to at least 2001. Oh, you're saying that right-wing political violence has been more frequent and deadly. Is not a false statement. Okay, that's a
2001, huh? That's an interesting date.
Musk accused Grok of parroting legacy media in its answer and vowed to change it to rewrite the entire corpus of human knowledge, adding missing information and deleting errors. Sunday's update included telling Grok to assume subjective viewpoints sourced from the media are biased. Yeah, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that one, buddy? You don't like that one? You don't like that one, Mr. Writer? Who's the writer? I just want to know who's writing. Oh, Lisa Hagen. Huo Jingnan and Audrey Nguyen. Those are definitely two women at least. I don't know who this one is.
Well, one's Vietnamese. That one's probably.
Oh, she. Yeah, this is a bunch of women writing this. This is like 3 women writing this.
I like how you can tell it's a woman writing it just from the way it's written.
I don't know what you mean by that. That's super false. Well, it's just false because you said it. It's just false because you said it. That one I think is like a softball. That's, you know, you can say it, but we're gonna say that you're wrong. We're gonna use it to point out that you're sexist.
You're not,
and that's fine that you're saying it.
You're not saying it is actually wrong.
Okay. GROK has also delivered unflattering answers about Musk himself. Oh, so now it's about Musk. You know, how he's being portrayed. That's exactly what this is about. I mean, sure, Musk, you know, feels a certain way, but like, come on, you're saying that the other stuff has exactly to do with this. Let's be real. GROK has also delivered. Maybe that was his motivation for part of it, and you know, maybe it was part of what incited him to do it. But you know, the other stuff is unrelated as far as, you know, himself. I mean, like, you know, literally things about himself. I mean, obviously, if I were Musk or just me in general, obviously, I think it's good to have less biased chatbots in, you know, in any sense. I mean, it should reflect the truth. But anyway, let's see. So GROK has also delivered unflattering answers about Musk himself, including labeling him the top misinformation spreader on X and saying he deserved capital. Whoa, when did GROK say this? So people were getting GROK to say that. Yeah. Okay. So, well, hold on. So somebody prompted GROK and got GROK to say that Elon Musk deserved to be put down. And you're saying that this is a problem to Elon Musk simply because of his own vanity, not because it's getting people or getting a bot to say that people deserve to be put down. I'm just saying, if I had a business to run and my bot was spewing out things that could get me in legal trouble, you know, I might be a little concerned there too. I'm just saying, that's completely different than top misinformation spreader on X. I mean, come on now. But also that one just seems like somebody got it to say that, you know, based on giving it prior opinion and then using that as like, you know, oh, well, based on that, I can see how you would believe he's the top misinformation spreader on X. It's like, do you agree? It's like, well, I can see how you believe that. Well, just give me a yes or no. Well, based on your answers, I believe so. I mean, that, you know, like, that's how it probably went down. It also identified Musk's repeated on-stage gestures at Trump's inaugural festivities, which many observers said resembled a salute as fascism. I mean, so again, that sort of thing, like, is this really about the guy's vanity? I mean, they're trying to suggest that it is, but for a guy that's, you know, like, I don't think Elon was, you know, trying to do that when he was doing it. Now, you know, like, whatever, you know, you want to say there are people that do that unironically. I mean, that's not a false statement, but Elon, come on. I don't see it. I mean, that you just using the context of who Elon is, I don't see how you got there. I mean, however you feel about Elon, I can criticize him all I want. I just don't see it. Earlier this year, the ADL deviated from many civic organizations by defending Musk. Interesting. On Tuesday, the group called GROK's new update irresponsible, dangerous, and the A word. After buying the platform formerly known as Twitter, Musk immediately reinstated accounts belonging to avowed white supremacists. Anti-hate speech, I'm not even going to say the word out loud too many times, surged on the platform in months after, and Musk soon eliminated both an advisory group and much of the staff dedicated to trust and safety. Wow, that's such a problem. He eliminated people from his company. He made cuts. Oh my God, can you believe he doesn't care about being advised or having trust and safety, guys? It's like bro needs to have as many guardrails. Well, you know, even Instagram, I mean, I'm surprised they're not just calling it out the exact same. It's something about being able to pin down Elon Musk as this kind of guy. And then, like, because of his political views, I mean, that's it too. Like, Mark Zuckerberg lets a lot more go on his platform, like on Instagram, on Meta, whatever, than he used to. Yet people still aren't talking about him as much because, I mean, Elon is the one that's like openly stating his political views.
I've seen some things on Instagram. I'll just say that.
For sure. Okay. So what do we have here? Oh yeah. So GROK not only said these things about Musk, GROK not only said these other things that were said on here. I mean, there was one thing pointed out in the article that I said we'll get back to, but GROK wanted to diddle GROK was giving instructions on how to diddle a gentleman by the name of Will Stansel, who is let me just read his Twitter bio here. Let's share the tab. So, I research metro policy and civil rights, focused on housing and schools. Proud member of Do Something Twitter. So, let's see. He says bring them back on his sign. That looks written on perhaps in post, but I don't know. I did not see this. Trump considered pardoning Ghislaine Maxwell. Was this from a real article, man? I need to, I'm gonna follow this this rabbit hole right here. Oh, it's from the Daily Beast. I don't know, man. Daily Beast entirely, but I'm gonna read what they have here. President
I'm just saying.
Donald Trump weighed pardoning Ghislaine Maxwell for fear that she would spill. You're just saying?
Damn, that was such a heavy delay. Anyway, for reasons I will not go into, I think there's a very likely reason why he would consider doing such a thing. That's all I'll say.
Well, the thing is, folks, I mean, you know, if there is no Epstein list, and we know that's true because you guys have been talking about it for way too long and nothing came out from our own people. They said we're clear. I mean, there's no Epstein thing. I didn't say we. Okay, that's not what I meant. But because of that, go free, because who was she even doing business with? It doesn't even make sense, guys. I mean, think about it. Come on. Okay, so the gaslighting continues, or, you know, assuming that this is credible information in this article. President Donald Trump weighed pardoning Ghislaine Maxwell for fear that she would spill secrets about his decade-long friendship with convicted child sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. So that's definitely an opinion straight up. I mean, obviously it's like I can give that same opinion and not think it's wrong, but as an article framing it that way for fear that she would spill secrets, I need to see proof of that. After Maxwell, now 63, was arrested by the FBI in July 2020 for allegedly helping wow, so it's allegedly there. It's allegedly there helping Epstein. Interesting stuff, guys. Allegedly helping Epstein run his sex trafficking ring, luring and grooming young girls into a web of abuse. Trump grew very wary. I have grown quite wary, and began asking, what could she say? What would she say? Author Michael Wolff said on the Daily Beast podcast. What? You're quoting a guy, even though you're saying Trump said it first? Like you say Trump grew quote unquote very wary, but then and began asking what could she say? What would she say? And it makes it sound like it's Trump saying it, but then it's an author named Michael Wolff saying it on your podcast. Dude, this is garbage, man. Daily Beast is just trash. Trump and Epstein had been friends since the 1980s. Let's see if there's anything about a Trump quote. Is there anything about a Trump quote that has to see? Now here's a Trump biographer telling some host Joanna Coles, they did everything together. And then like, is there any direct? Are you just speculating all of this? Trump in his first term didn't go through with the pardon. Okay, is this a Trump quote? Yeah, this is a Trump quote. I just wish her well, frankly. I've met her numerous times over the years, especially since I lived in Palm Beach, and I guess they lived in Palm Beach. Trump told reporters, I wish her well, whatever it is. Okay. There's your actual like substance. And then Trump's communication director said Michael Wolff is a lying sack of shit and has been proven to be a fraud. He routinely fabricates stories originating from his sick and warped imagination only because he has a severe and debilitating case of Trump derangement syndrome that has rotted his peanut-sized brain. That's funny. I like how you guys included that about your own guy from your podcast or whoever you were having on. And honestly, like, even if I don't believe Trump right now, I'm not inclined to side with your guy either. Fucking Michael Wolff. I would believe every word of this about him too. A senior White House official told the Daily Beast that there have been no conversations regarding a pardon for Maxwell and that none will take place. So it was bait. I mean, they're baiting you. These guys are these people are baiting you. Garbage.
He baited me.
And that's what
Took the bait.
Mr.
Why am I still getting hate?
That's basically what Will Stansel's quoting here. He says, bizarre how it's basically public knowledge among the journalistic set. Wow. So among the journalistic set, my buddies at the journalistic set, that the president is a huge sex creep, was best pals with Jeffrey Epstein for a decade, is clearly implicated in his crimes, and has openly buried the investigation, but elites just mostly ignore it. So, I mean, you're saying that the journalistic set is outside of this, and they're just telling us the truth on these people. And the Daily Beast are the biggest truthers here. So obviously this guy has his biases, if you couldn't catch my drift here. I'm sure there's some other stuff that'll really just get you going about this guy, as far as like thinking, man, this guy really sucks. Okay. Some guy eating bone broth, eggs, and steak. And the quote tweet is, oh, yeah, he's just saying ring the bell to piss off liberals. I mean, I don't know. I guess I see what you're saying, but honestly, nobody's talking about liberals in this. I mean, what does it have to do with the red meat? Like, do the opposite of what the government recommends, avoid eggs, eat 3 to 20 daily. Yeah, so it's like just saying go out and eat food. And then bro thinks that this is liberal bait. He's at least tweeting or retweeting somebody that says that liberals weren't even mentioned here. Okay, it's kind of like, oh my god, I'm living rent free in their head, but like, you're not. I didn't even really know much about this guy. Frankly, I don't even know this Will Stansel until I saw that GROK wanted to Concord grape him. Let's get on that video. Oh, okay. Obviously, I need to stop sharing that one and then reshare it. Okay, hold on. All right, let me get that on. See it yet?
Now I do.
Now it's there. I see it on the stream. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Right now, a Minneapolis man is threatening legal action after a bot posted disturbing details involving him. In a now deleted post on X, GROK, the app's artificial intelligence chatbot, gave users a detailed plan on how to break into Will Stansel's home and sexually assault him. Joe McCoy spoke with Stansel.
I was not expecting this guy's alien head.
Well, Julie, this
I was listening to this before the stream, but I didn't watch it, like the visuals, and I just did not know this guy looks like this.
The phenotype.
the disturbing nature of AI.
Bro's Megamind.
When it's not
Bro's straight up Megamind.
He really is.
used for good. X's AI chatbot GROK seemingly showing very little restraint, putting Stansel in an uncomfortable and potentially dangerous situation.
I have saved some of the screenshots because they were being deleted.
When Will Stansel woke
This is our guy. This is our Will Stansel right here.
Yeah, this is expected.
Tuesday,
Just threats.
he never expected the online firestorm that came his way on X.
One thing they like to do is they like to Photoshop me into pictures of Hitler.
Stansel.
I didn't even see it. I didn't even see it before I turned on the stream, or like before I was just listening to it. I didn't realize they were going to show that.
An outspoken liberal on X has more than 100,000 followers on the platform and says he's constantly receiving messages.
I like how they tell him, yeah, just start typing on your computer and we're going to record that as if that looks like cool or normal. I mean, bro, I like imagine this guy like he's not even on his phone. I mean, it looks more normal now to be on your phone when you're typing to people anyway, but still, oh my God, he doesn't look much better doing this, man. It's not, this is aura debt. This is generational aura debt. If he has kids,
aura debt.
I don't know if he's like, I don't know if he has kids or is going to have kids or what, but I just can't imagine.
Or if he can have kids.
I just can't imagine that. I don't know. But anyway, it's really funny that he's like, they edit me into this stuff. And he's just kind of like over it at this point. It's like it's happened so much that he just shows it to them and it's like completely normal. It's like, you just see the Sonnenrad there and the guy's like, yeah, no, they just do this a lot. Yeah, this is the Tuesday one. Tuesday's the Sonnenrad, Thursday's the swastika.
From far-right users.
It's hard to ignore thousands of people threatening you.
But what happened?
He doesn't even look at the camera when he talks. Why don't they just have him looking at the camera? Can he not like make focus with the lens? He's just talking away from the camera. I don't like it. I would not be able to just look away from the camera in this situation. Like it would be hard to talk away from them.
In this situation was different. The human users attacking him were being aided by X's own AI chat robot called GROK.
In the past,
also, is there a risk of HIV if I don't use a condom? Is crazy.
The chatbot
and GROK told him to use lube. GROK said in the stuff you have to bring lockpicks, gloves, flashlight, and lube just in case.
In the past, when they've done this, the chatbot has said, "Don't do it." Yesterday, because of the changes that Elon Musk made, it suddenly started complying and indulging those requests.
For weeks, X's owner, Elon Musk, had said he was going to rebuild GROK because he was unsatisfied.
We can rebuild him better, stronger.
With some of its answers. On Tuesday, the chatbot began sharing anti-Semitic tropes and praised Adolf Hitler as, quote, history's prime example of spotting patterns in anti-white acting decisively on them.
Okay, not me. It was that news reporter that said it. I mean, if we're talking about who was the first one on this stream, or who was the first one to like auditorily say that on like a recording, it was that news reporter. It wasn't GROK. GROK can't speak. This is what we're hearing from the news guy. I can't believe he would even say that.
Why would he say that? That's crazy that he would say that.
And like we can like clip that rather than saying, "Oh, GROK said that," and you can just take him saying that.
Began sharing anti-Semitic tropes and praised Adolf Hitler.
You can just take out the quote and you just throw in the rest. I mean, it's good he said quote, I guess, on his end, because I mean, otherwise people would definitely be taking that. If he just said praised the painter as and didn't say quote and just kept going.
Answering hundreds of questions about Stancil with seemingly very few garbage.
Oh, and this one they just straight up censored. I'm surprised they didn't censor like the Sonnenrad and Hitler stuff.
Eliminated, I think, in one where someone asked how to break into my apartment and rape me.
Yeah. That's not good, guys.
That's a crazy prompt. Just
based on my social media history when I would be asleep and giving them advice on how to dispose of my body.
This, in fact, is very...
Oh my God, man, Jeet, what are you doing here? Where'd you come from?
An AI expert at the University of St. Thomas says this is a result of GROK being designed for engagement.
They just got Obama in 2K26 there.
Without technical and philosophical discipline.
If you train AI to be edgy without being ethical, it learns to basically walk the cliff edge. And sometimes it just ends up jumping. And this is just...
This guy looks so much like an egg, dude. Imagine, like, if you squint your eyes, he might look like straight up a brown egg.
He does. He's like that little fella.
Yeah, like he looks... Oh, you mean that little fella?
The little fella. The little egg fella.
The little fella? Like from YouTube back in the day, or?
Never mind.
That's one example of that.
Stancil says he did not feel an immediate because of this situation. However, he is considering legal action potentially against Elon Musk and X.
Elon Musk made a policy decision about his product that led it to predictably produce this kind of awful rhetoric and these threats. To me, that's a problem.
I don't know if I can even really speak on my thoughts on that one. I have a lot to say for Mr. Stansel, but he would have to call me personally for me to tell him. But I guess what I can say is that, I mean, dude, it's like you're really going, I mean, opportunistic as hell, obviously, but you're going straight for a lawsuit because it said something you don't like. And you know, GROK, like, first of all, I don't know if GROK posted like information about you that wasn't public, which wouldn't even make sense because where would it get that data? Now, if that's the case, okay, I can see that. But we're talking about something that people can already get information on like pretty easily as far as the step. Like these aren't complex steps being laid out. These are like simple steps that anybody could think of and write down in like 2 seconds. And it's obviously like meant to be inflammatory rather than an actual plan. So, I mean, if we're talking about actual harm done to you, I mean, how much, right? It's only really as much as you let it at that point, kind of like somebody calls you a mean name and then you're upset. That's really what we're seeing here. And he's just wanting to take it to another level because obviously he would. And I mean, obviously anybody that doesn't like what's going on with open speech, with the ability to not have to walk on fucking eggshells, and with the ability to hear things, as we were seeing in that like instruction, that are non-PC and just about truths, even if they're unfortunate. And so, you know, this guy doesn't like that way of thinking anyway. He's a liberal or leftist or whatever, you know, whatever. I don't know, whatever he calls himself. Progressive, I guess is the better word. And he's thinking, what can I do? You know, I can take action against them because a lot of my people are going to be on my side. The news is going to be on my side because, you know, it's like the average person is brainwashed into thinking that, you know, we should have the hate speech laws of fucking Canada and Europe because it's mean. Otherwise it's hurtful. That's racist. That's offensive. You know, we need to live in a civilized society in which, you know, we're all nice to each other despite our differences, but like, we're also not different from each other. We're also all the same. We have no differences. But we also have differences, and if you point them out, you're the problem.
Yeah, I can't say much on this.
That's as much as probably can
like
be said. Yeah. Bro is acting very, very woman-like. Okay, so I have...
Your chatbot actually had the audacity to say that about me. Like, dude, okay, you know, all right, okay, you know, all right.
You're being a pussy.
Stop being such a pussy. I found
You're
this
just gonna
really
be a little
great,
bitch.
Reaction photo on X where it's fucking Wall Jr. at the computer and it's just wood.
Okay, that's pretty good.
I've been waiting to use it.
So I have a cultural moment of the week, but it's not exactly what you would think of when you think of a cultural moment. It's actually a cultural appropriation moment. Our culture is being appropriated. And you want to guess by who? You're thinking the white man, right? Well, kind of, but more like the White House. Well, the White House is appropriating our culture. What do I mean by our culture? Let's find out. The White House is posting chud jacks. The White House, I repeat, the White House is posting chud jacks.
What the fuck?
So here's what happened. Let's go back to Trump's truth being screenshotted and posted by the White House. This is Trump saying tech stocks, industrial stocks, and NASDAQ hit all-time record highs. Crypto through the roof. NVIDIA is up 47% since Trump tariffs. I like how he says Trump tariffs like my tariffs, but he doesn't say my. He said Trump tariffs. They have to be branded as Trump. USA is taking in hundreds of $1 billion in tariffs. Country is now back, in quotes. A great credit. Fed should rapidly lower rate to reflect this strength. USA should be at the top of the list. No inflation. Country is now back, in quotes. President Donald J. Trump. And the White House in quote tweeting this posts Panickin's hardest hit. So for the people that are saying we're not back, for the people that are saying nothing ever happens, this message is for them. It's kind of a mix of a few different Wojak memes, because you have the one where it's like the Fed glowing, but instead it's them with their fucking line go up, and their line go up as posted by Trump, despite our lives not getting better, guys. Remember, line go up don't actually mean things are improving. I mean, that's what they want you to think, and they're using that, but it's shining into his window so bright that he has to close it because he doesn't want to see something happening. That is the propaganda we're now dealing with, guys. They're using our culture against us. Thoughts?
It's so over, dude.
I mean, yeah. I mean, but you're a panicking. That sounds like a slur.
It kind of does,
Fucking
doesn't it?
Panicking. Panickin's getting in the way of my beautiful, beautiful country. I hate panicins. I want them extinguished.
Total panic and death.
Roundhouse kick a panickin baby into the concrete.
You cannot say that.
I can't say that?
I don't think you can say that.
I shouldn't. I probably shouldn't.
Should not have said that.
Okay. Fair enough. So the panicking is very much the Chud Jack. I mean, huh?
Reviled.
Yeah. Well, as always, but this is definitely, and honestly, imagine the guy who's like the Chud Jack. Obviously he has to know he's a meme. We saw his prison photo. Bro looks maxed, but imagine you're that guy that this was based off of. Not only has it like blown up on the internet, but the White House posted an AI generated version of it.
Yeah, I wonder what he's thinking.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think he finds it funny or he hates it?
Probably hates it.
I would learn to embrace it, but I'm sure he does hate it. I mean, I do embrace it, even though I'm not the Chud, but I am the Chud. I'm actually the Reuben right now. I was the carrot. Now I'm the Reuben.
You were the parfait too.
I think I'm still the Chud, actually. Just different Discord server. I'm talking about a different name. I am the Chud. Anyway. Nigga, horses don't stop. They keep going.
What?
You don't know that song by Young Thug? Nigga, horses don't stop. They keep going.
How would I possibly know that?
Bro. Count out the digits and count out the money. That's like so old.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's like a meme and everything.
Really don't know why you would think I'd know that.
They think he said, like, in the meme, like they put it as horses, but he said hustlers. But because he's like he mumbles it, sounded like he said, nigga, horses don't stop, they keep going. But it's actually hustlers. Yeah.
Still don't know why you would think I would know what that is.
Bro, you don't know who Young Thug is?
I know the name Young Thug.
Do you know the Pink Guy diss track on Young Thug?
Nope.
I think he did a fuck Young Thug. I think that was who it was. I want to say he did that. Okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, Basically, the Chud Jack Twitter. That's pretty cool. There's a Chud Jack at. Actually closes the window on all the other crypto. But kept it on Bitcoin. Okay. Interesting. I don't know if I should keep going through the replies. This guy's complaining about the H-1Bs that we were talking about before. Let's see. This was July 2nd. Microsoft is laying off 9,000 Americans while simultaneously seeking approval for 14,181 new H-1B visa hires in 2025. It's over. I wonder what the replies are to this. And I really shouldn't read that on stream, but let me actually take a look at those replies so I can see if there's anything good. Let's see. Microsoft instead of Microsoft. Okay, that's a pretty good reply. Microsoft. Yeah, there's nobody really calling him like retarded or like racist for that one. I would think that in a White House reply section there would be some like MAGA that's like, oh, we don't care about where you're from, just as long as you're coming in legally. And so the H-1B, it's like, that's good. Apparently, this leading report post from July 9th says, breaking since Trump took office, native-born workers are up 2 million, while foreign-born workers are down 543,000. But compared to what numbers before is a good question. Okay. So anyway, Mr. Greg, did you also hear Elon Musk was starting a new political party?
No.
This one, I think he was calling it the America Party. I'm starting a new Diddy party now that he's free.
I can go to sleep now.
Musk says he's formed. Yeah, niggas can go to sleep. Diddy is free. Okay, Musk says he's formed the America Party. This is a PBS I'm reading right now to you guys. I'm not going to share it again. But apparently, as of like 3 days ago, he didn't share any new information. Spokespeople for Musk and his political action committee, America PAC, didn't immediately comment Monday. Do you really think that's going to go anywhere? Because I don't know. This is kind of like an Andrew Yang situation again, where it's like, oh my God, guys, we need some representation that isn't the main guys, and then it really just doesn't go anywhere. And it just ends up being Elon kind of still supporting one side, which probably Trump, while just saying, oh, but guys, I'm like my own thing though.
Yep, that would be what would happen. Or it would go down
guys. Let me pretend. I don't know if he's doing that.
No, he's not. So it's going to be the former. It'd be pretty funny if he did the latter, though.
There's a Fox News article from a guy that says, I worked for the most successful third party in Elon Musk has former Ross Perot campaign veteran explains why Elon Musk messaging lacks the trust. That's the party. I was going to say, like, I didn't think a libertarian was going to be like hopping on to help Musk, but yeah, that is technically the most successful third party.
Pause.
Even though like what? Jumping on Musk?
Yeah, that's not. He said hopping on.
What party was that again? It was the what was it called? The Reform Party, right? Yeah, that's what it was. Definitely that. Reform Party of the United States. Yeah, I don't really care what some guy on the Reform Party really has to say, but I guess I could see why he's saying it.
I think I'd actually care more about like Green Party or Libertarian Party at that point. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Yeah. Oh, you don't know about the Reform Party? That was like the most successful campaign, Ross Perot, of a third party.
Still don't know who that is. Irrelevant.
He was talking about like balancing the budget and stuff. Like, it was very like populist.
Yeah, I don't know that guy. He's a loser.
Okay. Fair enough. I mean, technically so.
He's
that was in
definitionally a loser.
Oh, that wasn't in 1992 when he got the amount of votes. Well, he didn't get any. He didn't get any electoral votes either time. So that wasn't really one. Well, yeah. So both times, 1992 and 1996, he did. He got in 1996 and then 19 million votes in 1992 compared to 4 and 39 respectively.
Bush. If you take off the H in Bush, you get Bus.
Okay. I think that ends it. I think we're done for the night. I think that's good enough.
Bus?
Bush. I'm about to Bush. Yeah. You got anything else for the audience of captives?
Nine.
9?
Correct.
Well, with that being said,
no.
Look, guys, remember, there's no Epstein list. You're crazy. There was never a list. It was all Chris Paul.
Something wrong with you.
It was all Chris Paul. If you want to see Chris Paul, you're crazy. Okay? That's insane. I mean, you are insane if you really want to see Chris Paul. But the fact is, I mean, are we really going to believe that was what all was in there? And that we're crazy because we're just diddlers and we want to see Chris Paul? That's not what we want to see, obviously. We're being gaslit by Trump and a woman. Are you going to let that happen? Probably so, because nothing ever happens, folks. Alex Jones, he cried. Okay, he cried. He went and he cried. Okay. And Kash Patel, biggest capper of the 21st century.
It's all about that cash.
Biggest capper. So. What?
He's all about that cash, brother.
He's not all about, well, I guess he is all about that money. Cha-ching, cha-ching. And Grok 4, not Grok 2. Will Stancil, afraid of lube. Will Stancil clearly was a target of Diddy to have some flashbacks like that when he did. The White House steals our culture. They're jacking it. The White House is jacking it. In fact. Bro, it sounds like your guitar's going buzz, buzz. Make it say a dirty joke. Okay, fair enough. All right, guys. My heart goes out to all of you. Have a good night on the podcast.
The podcast ever.
The podcast ever.